afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Propagandacast Lehr with me, your host, Imperial Dane, your one and only Master of Propaganda and Instruction. Today's topic is going to be the Conscript Infantry Squad, the third basic infantry unit available from their regimental headquarters. For 240 manpower, it is one of the game's cheapest non-doctrinal infantry squads, and it's also a quite flexible one. It may not in some ways be as powerful as other infantry squads, but overall it is a very sort of high utility squad with a lot of flexibility and, more importantly, durability, in particular as the game passes on, that can pull off a lot of roles. So, I mean, going through it, you overall got several upgrades through it, several of them doctrinal. You can get submachine with doctrines like Guard Rifle, you got doctrines like Airborne Troop Tactic, and the access to SVT-40 semi-automatic rifle, and finally, you can also add in a 7th man if you get to like either the 10-10 command and get all the other upgrades, or if you go to the Mechanized Armor Company, you can just get the upgrade straight out, giving you a 7-man Conscript squad, which also suddenly performs better in cover. Overall, strengthening the power of the Conscript squad in a lot of ways. And of course, 7-man squads are really difficult to kill simply through sheer power being 7-man. On top of that, they possess a variety of high utility abilities. You got Merge, which can allow you to bring another squad up to strength, usually a sort of higher priority squad. It can be an elite infantry unit, it can be flamethrower units, or it could be simply a more veteran Conscript squad. It can quickly be used that way, reinforce frontline troops that are sort of more important, and keep things flowing in terms of a push, and ensure your opponent can't easily push away key units. In that regard, it can also of course be used on support weapons, so field gun, that's important, maximum mortar, either way. Really powerful ability. It's also an overlooked ability, but it's probably one of the Conscript's greatest strengths. On top of that, get Molotovs, which are great for denying usage of buildings that cover or trenches. Your opponent can just be used sort of quickly forcing around there on the field so they can't easily shoot your troops. You got Ura, which briefly boosts the infantry movement speed, which is also a really great way to just quickly flank them or rush a unit down or get into cover. Again, high utility. Finally, got into tank grenades. You got tripwire flare mines, which are just quick mines for 10 munitions. They can kill a model, give you some line of sight, and always just be frustrating for the opponents already there. The Conscripts possess a high degree of just utility, which most infantry squads really can't beat. On top of that, they can also lay down sandbags, and that's actually something if you're not so used to playing as such with the Conscript, you really should be doing a lot, since it's a powerful ability. It's a very large set of sandbags there, which can easily cover the squad, and can easily allow you to just get into position fast, dig in, and in particular versus the Wehrmacht, they can struggle with it, since the Grenadiers are not exactly good attack infantry, so they all got in a good position with sandbags. They can find themselves falling short very quickly, so they can't easily push you out of the position. So, in many regards, it's sort of a unit that requires a good degree of understanding how to handle them, but if you do know how to handle the Conscript, they can be very powerful. Overall, one of the key elements to understand the Conscripts is knowing when to fight and knowing when to get the devil out of there. There are several situations where the Conscripts will perform poorly, but if you understand the situation where they perform poorly, but also where they perform great, which is usually up close, in particular as Grenadiers, you can that way usually use them to their high mobility and high utility, completely keep outmaneuvering your opponent, and then sort of strike when you want to, that way pushing them down and sort of slowly wearing them out. Finding engagements that are much more tactically favourable to you, using the high mobility and of course ability to disrupt the battlefield. So that way gain tactical advantage and slowly build up towards your opponent. Of course, late game, once you get 7-man Conscript squads, they're really good for just supporting your armour and your infant, other elements there, and just really wear down your opponent. So they're sort of a very strong unit that, if well handled, strong in a sense. I mean, again, it's strong through all the options you have with it, but it's not like, Panzer Grenadier, Obersoldat, and Fallschirmjäger Shock Trooper squad strong. I mean, again, in that sense, they die sort of faster compared to other units, but again, they can just soak up more punishment otherwise. And like, again, they're just so flexible. They just have so much mobility and utility that really, like, if you just understand how to engage with the Conscript, they can really do some heavy work. So generally, you don't want to be just looking for every engagement versus opponent, particularly versus the Wehrmacht. You want to look for the right engagement. You want to outmaneuver. You want to flank them. You want to harass them, disrupt them, throw Molotovs at them. In particular, Molotov, I find it quite important versus the Wehrmacht. Hit all their key units and just keep frustrating, keep driving them nuts. And then, so at a certain point, you'll then amass all your Conscripts with bigger pushes, overwhelm smaller isolated units, and that will sort of slowly build up. And of course, you want to support them with support weapons and tanks and all that, but really, a lot of the Conscripts just utilising a lot of their abilities like sandbags at the right times, tripwire flare mines, Molotovs, anti-tank grenades, and just ooh-rahing and merging and just keeping on moving them about. If you can handle those things, you'll find the Conscripts is, again, through the sheer versatility of it, quite solid. So, yeah, use Conscripts. They're good, but not necessarily in a way that just makes you just walk them straight to the enemy, which is why I imagine some players are having issues with the Conscripts and just keep complaining they're weak, but they're not. They're again quite versatile, and honestly, part of me suspects the mobilizer reserves might have actually been a bit of a mistake. But there you go. Anyways, very solid, very good. 10-10 instead of recommendable to all server players. So there you go. Hopefully this video has enlightened you a bit on the power of the conscripts, how to get the most out of them. If it has, like, subscribe and share. This is Imperial Dane signing off, and see you on another time. Cheers.